Ladies and gentlemen, if any of the parents and dignitaries are in the crowd, we're going to meet in 10 minutes down by the end of the track near the golf carts. Again, in 10 minutes, if you are supposed to be under these red tents, meet over by the golf carts. Thank you.
Graduates and guests, please be seated. Good evening, Crusader Nation and Mother Nature. She's definitely shining upon us tonight. Board President, Ms. Kathy Catucci, board members, Superintendent Dr. Gravener, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Williams, members of the administration and staff, parents, relatives, and guests. Welcome to the 61st commencement of Delsea Regional High School for the class of 2021. Throughout the ceremony, we would ask your consideration in helping us honor our graduates by preserving the importance and sanctity of this event. At this time, I wish to introduce the President of Student Government Association, Sean Phillips, to welcome you to this year's graduation exercise. Sean?
Please stand for the presentation of colors by the JROTC and the national anthem, and then remain standing for the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please allow for a moment of silence and memory of the victims of conflict throughout the world, and in respect to their families and in honor of the many who serve our country defending our freedom. Thank you. Would you please be seated?
Thank you, Sean. At this time, I would like to present to you our 2021 third honor student, Katie Salou.
Good evening, Delsea staff, administration, Board of Education, parents, and graduates. We finally did it. We finally accomplished a huge milestone in our lives, graduation. Though this has been one crazy year, I'm honored and grateful to be here in front of all of you today as we celebrate the transition into the next phase of our lives. Regardless of where individual paths may take us, I hope we are proud to be representative of the Delsea community to the world. Personally, my experience at Delsea have been formative in making me the person I am today. Delsea has represented core values that I hope to incorporate throughout my life. I've learned to never take things for granted and always accept challenges, even in the face of fear and adversity. I was hesitant to join my school's track team. Yes, I know, running for fun is unheard of, right? But through the experience, I made some of my best friends in life, and I've learned to value teamwork and value a strong, supportive community of friends. I learned to give others grace and understanding when we have a difference of opinion, because you never know what people are going through. I learned that with kindness and understanding, you can make a simple change, whether it's making someone's day better or just being an ear to listen to. I pride myself on being a friendly classmate, always here to help and listen to others. Whether you realize it or not, being a part of the Delsea community has helped us to grow and develop into the people we are. And for that, I hope we all take the values we learn and apply them to our future endeavors. I would like to give a special thanks to my friends, coaches, and teachers for always encouraging me and helping me become the best student athlete I could be. I would also love to give special thanks to my mom, dad, and siblings for pushing me and for believing in me. You have always been supportive and caring. Without you, I wouldn't be up here giving this speech right now. So class of 2021, it's been an honor being a part of this journey with you. Before we all go our separate ways, I would like to encourage everyone to live in the moment and enjoy the rest of our time together. Form new connections and relationships with others. Learn and grow from each other because they are the best ways to experience and live out our lives. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood." So don't be afraid to experience life and learn lessons throughout your life. It is natural to make mistakes, but you will not understand and grow if you don't live out those mistakes and then challenge yourself to do and be a better person. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Katie. For the presentation of the Class of 2021 class gift, Olivia Hawk, Treasurer of the Class of 2021, and accepting is Dr. Melissa Williams, Assistant Superintendent.
On behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to present to Delsea Regional High School this monetary donation to be used for technology and software that will benefit the future classes of Delsea for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia. On behalf of the Board of Education and the administration, we proudly accept this gift, and we wish you futures full of success and prosperity. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Olivia and Dr. Williams. It's with great pleasure that I introduce to you now our 2021 Salutatorian, Kyle Reed.
Good evening, Delsea Administration, Board, faculty, parents, and graduates. Before I begin, I'd like to thank my parents for not being overbearing when it came to school. It is because of their support of my independence that I stand in front of you all today. I would also like to thank my little sister Cameron for being a fantastic sibling and a great friend. And to my fellow graduates, I'd like to congratulate you for making it through these past 4 years of high school. Whether you barely passed or got straight A's, it doesn't matter. What matters is you did well enough to graduate. So good job. Graduates, we represent the future of this country. We'll eventually be the ones in power and be able to improve our nation for the better. Unfortunately, that task is growing more and more difficult every day. This is in large part due to the growing divisions between people in this country, divisions that will continue to get worse if we don't do anything about them. If we want to create a better country and society for ourselves and future generations, we need to be united again. But to solve a problem this massive, we need to tackle it from its roots. First is the belief that your opinions are always right and other people's opinions are always wrong. Your opinions most likely make perfect sense to you since you've had your whole life to develop them. But you need to remember that a person with completely opposing opinions to your own most likely justifies their beliefs the same exact way. By believing that only your side must be right, you create an us versus them mentality. In turn, you view people who agree with you as superior to those who disagree with you. This stubbornness eliminates any chance of dialogue or compromise, and without compromise, meaningful change is nearly impossible to achieve. So rather than dismissing those you disagree with, hear what they have to say. It could change you for the better. As for the other root of the problem, we see one of the most basic human beliefs that almost every person has to some degree. The belief that people who are like you are good and the people who are different than you are bad. This belief system has been around for centuries and is the reason for xenophobia, racism, homophobia, and so much more. Because of modern technology, specifically the internet, this problem has only gotten worse. The internet allows for like-minded individuals to form very intimate in-groups where everyone shares the same opinions. These echo chambers have resulted in people on and off the internet hating others simply because they have opinions or perceived flaws they don't like. It all seems quite illogical, right? Most people acknowledge that their family and friends aren't exactly the same as they are, but they still like and care about them. So why can't we show that same understanding towards strangers? We have to accept that other people are going to have traits we don't like and opinions that we don't agree with. Understanding that a difference doesn't make someone a bad person, it makes them human, is the first step in creating more empathy and understanding. In life, there is really no such thing as black or white, rather everything is some shade of gray. Sure, some grays are lighter or darker than others, but it's rarely black or white, right or wrong, 100% good or 100% evil. They're always somewhere in the middle. When you allow for a full spectrum to shine, you come to realize that our grays aren't as different as we thought. If we want a better tomorrow, we need to start accepting our differences, noticing everything we have in common, and showing compassion to our fellow humans. Thank you all for listening, and again, congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Kyle. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome and introduce to you the Superintendent of Schools of the Delsea Regional School District, Dr. Pierre Gravener.
Welcome, parents, Board of Education members, fellow colleagues in the administration, and welcome to the class of 2021. And just like that, it's over. If you count pre-K, you've been in school for 14 years. It's all you've known for the vast part of your life. But now this part of your journey is over. No more yellow school buses, no more daily Pledge of Allegiance, no more gym uniforms. You can wear what you want, eat when you want, and wear 2 earbuds whenever you want. And here's something really special. For the rest of your life, you will never have to ask anyone's permission to use the bathroom. But what lessons have you learned in 14 years? I don't know about you, but I think I learned more in the past 16 months than I did in my whole life. First, I learned that I'm on mute. In every godforsaken Zoom call or every Google Meet, my mouth was moving, but no one could hear me. That was annoying. But let's try to take a lesson from that. Don't let your voice be silenced, and don't be a party to silencing someone else. Stand up for what you believe in. Speak your truth. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And when you give your word, keep it. I learned that masks can be itchy and annoying and fog my glasses. But that discomfort was worth it if it meant keeping myself and others safe. Because when times are hard, Crusaders are strong. We really are our brother's keepers, and together we are invincible. I learned how easy it was and how often I would get sucked into the black hole of social media. What started out as just looking for the latest My Teacher Face TikTok suddenly turned into 3 hours gone. And while it can be deceptively satisfying to be entertained by your phone, I hope you learn that being face-to-face with your family and friends is much more gratifying. As you move on to the next phase of your life, remember how vital it is to keep that human connection alive. Texting is fine, but phone calls are better. Phone calls are okay, but visits are preferable. Waving goodbye on a Google Meet will do, but hugs are the best. I learned that with so many conflicting reports on every topic, it's hard to know who or what to believe. Who can you really count on? The mere fact that you survived a global pandemic should make you realize that you can believe in yourself. You are strong, you are resilient, you are intelligent. When you were a child, you were told what to think, but you are no longer a child. Now it's up to you to make that choice. You can believe in anything, and that includes yourself. And finally, I learned why it was so difficult to find toilet paper anywhere in Franklin Township on Tuesday morning when all the toilet paper in the world was in our hallways and Dr. Maitland's office. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good senior prank. But it's hard to come up with a life lesson connected to toilet paper. So it reminded me of what you may have learned in kindergarten, and that's share. There will always be someone who will be going through hard times or carrying a burden that you don't know about. We Americans are luckier than 98% of the world's population simply because we were born into a country of opportunity. The things we complain about, school, jobs, being uncomfortably full after Thanksgiving dinner, are things that others in the world pray for. Don't take that for granted. And with that, you're ready. You are so ready. You will no longer be walking the halls of Delsea, but Delsea will always be walking with you. You are connected to each other through an amazing shared experience. Now go out into the world and show them what Delsea pride looks like. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Dr. Gravener. It is indeed an honor and a distinct pleasure this evening to present to you our 2021 Valedictorian, Carly Nicholson.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to speak tonight, and thank you to my family, coaches, teachers, and friends for keeping it real and supporting me on this journey. Now, with that said, I'd like to give a very special shout out to my biggest fan, my sister Chloe. Chloe, I know you saw you out there. I love you, goofball, and I'm gonna miss you the most while I'm at college. Now, if you know me well, then you know that my bedtime is right around the corner. So I'm gonna try to keep this brief for your sake and for mine. You might think that as valedictorian, I had a speech prepared way in advance and was ready to go before this week, but you'd be wrong. Honestly, I wrote this speech about 3 days ago. But hey, who needs extra time when you're speaking from the heart, right? I guess since I have a high GPA, I'm supposed to be wise, as if the two things somehow correlate. I'm not saying I'm not wise, but it wasn't the grades that gave me wisdom. It was the hard work, the discipline, and the sacrifice. Graduates, I could take the cliched route with this speech and talk about how it all paid off, and if you too work hard, you can be successful like me. But that's overdone and probably won't motivate you anyway, so I'm going to take a different approach. As I have never been a people pleaser, so please bear with me as I speak my truth. Even though my success has come from a culmination of actions, one of the biggest contributors has been my ability to overcome the fear of what other people think. I've never been one to get caught up in the drama of high school life and the need to impress others. Graduates, I urge you to rethink your need to impress others because, in all honesty, not many people besides your parents are worried about what you're doing, so it's wasted energy. I will admit that disconnecting can be uncomfortable at first. It may cause you to lose friends or lose interests in particular scenes. But to be successful in anything, you have to get uncomfortable. You have to be willing to do what others won't. So as you move forward in your lives, I can encourage you all to be leaders, seek the truth, formulate your own opinions, worry less what others think, and most importantly, get tough. There are multiple levels of success in life, and only those willing to be tough and drop the excuses will reach the top levels. I am fortunate enough to participate in a sport that demands mental toughness. It is something that has benefited me in all aspects of my life. And even though not many of you have experienced the painful beauty that is track and field, I know that there are other challenges in your life that demand mental strength. So go out there and face those challenges with grit and determination because you owe it to yourself to be the best that you can be. And if you're going to do anything, do it well and with no regrets. It may sound corny, but take the risks and never settle for anything or anyone. We all did some growing up these past 4 years, some more than others, and believe me, we still have a whole lot more growing up to do and more challenges ahead. But it's exciting to know that there will always be another challenge ready to be tackled. No one ever said success was supposed to be attained easily, so don't look for shortcuts. Sometimes you have to take that leap of faith, travel the unbeaten path all alone, and test your own mental strength because it's really just you versus yourself in life. I truly wish all of you the best in this next chapter, and I hope you all can rise to the challenges in your future to achieve your wildest dreams. Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Carla. Honored guests, board members, staff, administration, parents, and friends, the Faculty Bowl is presented to an outstanding graduate in the class of 2021 who exemplifies to the faculty the highest qualities of character, leadership, and scholarship. Accompanying this prestigious award is a $250 scholarship. This evening, it is my distinct pleasure on behalf of the faculty to present this award to the most outstanding student of the class of 2021, who has been selected by the faculty to receive our most coveted award, the Faculty Bowl. This year's Faculty Bowl Award winner, Abigail Hartwell. Again, Abigail Hartwell. At this time, I would like to recognize and thank you to our special community guests for sharing this evening with our graduates. Various representatives of the Delsea, Franklin Township, and Elk Board of Educations, parents of the top 3 students, president of the class of 2021, student government, and National Honor Society, Mr. and Mrs. Nicholson, Mr. and Mrs. Reed, Mr. and Mrs. Salou, Mr. and Mrs. Phillips, Mr. and Mrs. Sharrow, Mr. and Mrs. Enmans. Thank you so much. At this time, it is my pleasure to present the Delsea Regional School District's Board of Education President, Ms. Kathy Catucci.
Good evening. As president of Delsea Regional Board of Education, it gives me great pleasure to share this evening with our graduates, parents, and guests. Please allow me to take a moment to introduce my colleagues and members of the board who were in attendance this evening. Vice President Tina DeSilvio, Joseph Darminio, Gary Lightfoot Jr., and David Piccirillo. Thank you.
I want to take a moment right now to thank our grounds crew for the outstanding job that they've done on the field. The field looks great. It looks amazing. The D, everything. Thank you so much to the grounds crew. Our next award is a very special one. It's our Courageous Crusader Award. In the words of a military great, George S. Patton, it is a proud privilege to be a soldier, a good soldier, with discipline, self-respect, pride in his unit and his country, a high sense of duty and obligation to comrades and to his supervisors, and a self-confidence born of demonstrated ability. Today marks the occasion of our recognition of a special award called the Courageous Crusader Award. The award will be presented to the members of the class of 2021 who have enlisted in a specific branch of the military. We are honored to award these fine students with a small token of gratitude, a special medal for their pride and dedication to the United States of America. To serve our country in this capacity is the highest honor bestowed upon an individual, and I am proud of their commitment and their willingness to sacrifice to keep our country safe. Please join me in honoring the following listees as members of the Armed Forces. At this time, Mr. Bardelli and Dr. Maitland will assist at the stage to award our cadets. As your name is called, please join us in the front of the stage, and please stand facing your classmates and remain there until all of our courageous crusaders are properly recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all have come forward. Enlisted with the U.S. Air Force Reserve, Christopher Benz. United States Army Reserve, Amir Irons. New Jersey Army National Guard, Benjamin Egging, Nicholas Sharon, and John Shirley. The United States Navy, Dylan Kichichi, Eric Gonzalez, Joseph Hepler, and Jalen Magruder. And the United States Marines, Gabrielle Napa. To To the proud men and women that have willingly volunteered to protect our country, the United States of America, by serving in the military, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. May your days be filled with determination, dignity, and honor. May God bless you and keep you safe. Cadets, at this time, please turn around and face our Delsea community. Show our appreciation for these men and women who have decided to protect our freedom. May peace shine through for these cadets and on our nation. Thank you, cadets. You may return to your seats. I am truly honored to speak to you, the class of 2021, and to the people who are important to you. For administration, the faculty, the staff, the board, and the community, it's a day of great pride when we send a group of Delsea graduates out into the real world. We send them out there knowing that they are prepared and they will make us proud. For parents, guardians, families, friends, and mentors of our graduates, this day is as much about you as it is about them. You have given them guidance. You've been a disciplinarian. You've shared laughs and celebrated. You've consoled while wiping away tears and so much more. Class of 2021, make sure you thank your loved ones for the sacrifice and the commitment that they have given to you so you could succeed in this journey. Every speech you give has a theme or a direction. So I thought about themes and directions for this year's speech. I thought to myself, what does the class of 2021 really want to hear? And then honestly, I figured you didn't want to listen to me at all, but I figured you're sitting there and I'm up here. So then I said that I want it to be motivational, that I want it to be funny. Should I give them a heavy speech? What direction should I take? Then I decided the only way to cap off the class of 2021 was with a speech whose theme was truth. Truth about the last 4 years. You came into school as a freshman, wide-eyed and ready to be a high schooler. And then there were beards, and algebra was hard, and the upperclassmen booed you at the first pep rally. You thought you were going to be a cool kid, and you weren't. Truth is, it got a little scary. Sophomore year, you started to think you were pretty cool. You still weren't. But things got a little less scary. You got to boost someone else at the pep rally. You started to know the teachers and the staff. You were making progress. Junior year, you were cool, kinda. There was homecoming, there was sports going on, fun times, lots of things happening, and then everything stopped. Truth is, you went through 4 years and a year and a half of it was in the middle of the pandemic, and that stinks. That's the truth. The truth is also, you still managed to achieve. You're still sitting here, you're still on the path to your goals, and that's awesome. During your high school year, you did some things. You helped make Tiger King popular. You kept up with the Kardashians still. And I won't even get into Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. We're going to leave that one alone. It's questionable at best. But you also led to the resurgence in popularity of Friends and The Office. I have to admit, All American's pretty cool. And of course, Cobra Kai will never die. So there are a couple in your favor. Should we talk about TikTok? We'll leave that one alone. You guys sleptwalked through some of this year. That's also true. As the pandemic wore on, I started to wonder if we would ever get you guys back. And then we had a senior tailgate. Students started showing up at events. A bunch of you decided to saran wrap the administrative offices at the high school. I heard you. You were back. It's true. You were still forced to quarantine at times. Games were canceled. Class time was cut short. That was okay. Events were postponed. This once again falls under the stinks but true category. But guess what? You won championships. You put on a magnificent performance on the stage. You achieved musically. You displayed work at the art show. You had a prom. You had a trip. You showed your pride to make the end of the year special. And it has been special. That's true. What's also true is this is only the beginning. You've proven you have the ability to overcome adversity, and that's one of the best qualities you can have. William Feather said, "Success seems to be largely a matter of hanging on when others have let go." You have hung on tight. You could have quit. You could have mailed it in, but you didn't. That's called character, and it's one of the most important things you can have. The great part about character, no one can take it from you. It's yours. It's who you are. I'm hopeful that your experience here have helped you build that character. It's something that will carry you to great heights. I'll quote Booker T. Washington, "Success is measured not so much by the position one has reached in life, but by the obstacles he or she has overcome." You've overcome so much in your young life, but you will be better for it. You will be a difference maker. Know that. You will make a difference in this world. That's 100% true. Some of you will make a difference in the medical field. Some of you will make a difference in business, some in entertainment, some in buildings and construction. I do accept discounts. Some in law enforcement, some sports, some politics, some education. But I guarantee you, you will have an impact on tomorrow and all of the tomorrows that follow it. Many of you will be parents, and that's the biggest difference of all, being a great parent. There will be people that want you to settle for being average, want to make you think you can't do something, that you are not a difference maker. They are wrong. What's worse is sometimes people that are holding you down are the people you thought would be building you up. You can navigate that. Know the difference between constructive criticism and destructive criticism. Know the difference between your friends and your frenemies. They're out there. Know that if a relationship is not making you better, you shouldn't be in it. Know your value and don't let anyone diminish it. The sky is the limit. Take all that you've been through and let it feed the fire to be a difference maker. Class of 2021, you will always be special to me. You will be special because of the things you've been through, the things we've been through together, and I congratulate you as this chapter ends and a new one begins. It's true. I can't wait to see what your future holds. Class of 2021, good luck. Board President, Ms. Kathy Catucci. Member of the Delsea Regional School District Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Gravener, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Williams, members of the administration and faculty, guests, parents, and friends, I am pleased to present the class of 2021 for graduation. To present the diplomas, I call to the stage Ms. Kathy Catucci, President of the Board of Education, Vice President of the Board of Education, Ms. Tina DeSilvio. They will be assisted by Superintendent Dr. Gravener, myself, Vice Principals, Mr. Baradelli and Dr. Maitland, and Board Member, Mr. Lightfoot. Names will be announced by the Senior Class Advisors, Ms. Abby Belinsky and Mrs. Melissa Pilotowski. President Catucci, I do hereby certify that the students' names about to be called have met the requirements of the state of New Jersey and our Board of Education and are entitled to receive a high school diploma. As a result, they are entitled to all such privileges and benefits that this diploma will make available to them. At this time, I introduce Mrs. Belinsky and Mrs. Pilotowski for the presentation of the class of 2021. The order of the graduates that are being called is not necessarily the alpha order printed in the programs.
Zach Austin Crane. Amelia Bianco. Fisayo Michelle Awutunde. Brianna Boris. Madison Maria Ayers. Delaney Bowman. Octavia Amanda Baker. Raja Brooks. Dawson Joshua Baptiste. Kylie Brewster. Olivia Madeline Barr. Danielle Lee Brown. Maya Andrea Barr. John Bruce. Michael Bartholetti. Kylie Butterworth. Carson Bartle. Dylan Kachichi. Christopher Michael Benz.
Haley Nicole Burkert. Caitlin Kavanaugh. Michael Calabro. Jonathan Sereno. Gabriel Calvo. Dylan Thomas Cervini. Jade Anise Campbell. Paige Lynn Cervini. Brianna Monet Chambers. Michael Carr. Ayana Jasmine Chester. Elijah Mark Carr. Benjamin Matthew Charvelati. Olivia Annalise Carter. Christopher Ciambrano. Nicholas Caselli. Julia Cipollone. Lenny Castellan. Avery Clark. Amanda Castillo. Capri Klein.
Connor Joseph Cook. Kiera Lynn Dunnigan. Jolie Ann Couch. Benjamin James Eddink. Noah Croce. Ashley Ensman. Katie Cross. Brandon Falls. Fisher. Naomi Ruth Davis. Robert Forrest. Casey William Davis. Aaliyah Kathleen Fox. Tyron Malik Dawkins. Lucas Franco. Allison Margaret Dean. Kelly Grace Freeman. Christopher Michael DeMeo. Adriana Furcano. Michael Devaney.
Leah Fulton. Salvatore Peter Giuliano III. Anna Gaglione. Destiny Betty Goddard. Abigail Gaglione. Jillian Marie Ganelli. Mariella Gallardo. Eric Gonzalez. Brian Garrison. Gianna Ashley Good. Ricky John Garin. Andre Lamar Grant. Luca John Gephardt. Zayante Green. Mick Rose Gieswein. Madeline Gunger. Peyton Shea Gilmore. Robert Austin Haynes. Sebastian Georgescu. Jules Hammond. Courtney Christina Ginyard. Alexis Harkins.
Richard Harnack. Brett Holdcraft. Allie Marie Harris. Nat Hollander. Abigail Susan Hartwell. Haley Alexis Hunt. Anita Elizabeth Hassan. Troy David Hurst. Olivia Rose Hawk. Montserrat Nzunza Barea. Kira Kathleen Hayden. Amir Antonio Irons. Helmer. Carly Isner. Joseph Thomas Hepler. Christopher Iliuch. Sierra Brianna Hicks. Madison Jacobs. Venus Foxhill. Leo Thomas Johnson. Jacob Jonathan Hoffman. Zoe Isabella Gaudio.
Leah Nicole Johnson. Sierra Lagamba. Jordan Cheyenne Jones. Joshua Lancaster. Joseph Zachary Jones. Kayla Lawson. Jasmine Deaje Jones. Pierce John Lightfoot. David Kane. Shelby Little. Christopher Kavalchik. Justin Lloyd. Jessica Knowles. Elijah Emmanuel Lewis. Matthew Walter Kratzer. Matthew Seamus Mallon. Alexis Elaine Coonan. Jacob Mallon. Vincent Lacarte. Nina Marquez. Riley Catherine Lafferty. John Michael Marion.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Maxwell Marsh. Faith Michelson. Alyssa Mashaki. Kayla Emily Milko. James Patrick Mays III. Riley Miller. Matthew McCaffrey. Juliana Mohammed Sheridan. Tristan McCleary. Alicia Maserati. Jaylyn Amber Magruder. Carly Morshauser. Emma Rose McKeever. Christopher Motter. Tess Lauren McQuaid. Megan Mullen. Alyssa Jolie Myers. Gabrielle Napa.
Build a stairway to heaven with a prince or a vagabond. And may you never love
Zoe Nicholas.
and in my heart you'll always remain forever young.
Isaiah Oquendo. Oquendo.
Forever young.
James Riley.
Forever young.
Stephanie Hanikowski. Emily Reese.
Forever young.
Beyonce Emmanuel Pettican. Sienna Rios.
And when you finally find
Nakota Tracy Ann
that I
Phillips.
served you well,
Yasmin Lydia Rodriguez.
wisdom of a lifetime, no one can ever
Jonathan
share.
Price. Veda Star Rosa.
Shoes, I'm right behind you. with
Zachary Heil.
forever young.
Raven Rosa. Haley Quinn.
Forever young.
Sashi Ruiz. Jacob Avery David Ramey. David Santiago. Cole Ranson. Thomas Sargent. Candace Rockfist. Abigail Lynn Redden.
Robert William Ryder. Neve Adelise Soriano. Emily Scavelli. Jackson Spickenruther. Stephen Schofield. Gabriel Stanton. Nicholas Sharon. Kristen Schroe. Kiara Aaliyah Scott. Wesley Stuber. Brandon Seymour. Anthony Christopher Zegg. Haven Shode. Mia Sostek. John Shirley. Gabriel Tabernet. Kayla Singleton. Angelo Tatey. Haley Smith. Hunter Owen Thomas. Caitlin Marie Smith. Nicholas Thompson.
Rhiannon Tipton. Theodore Weaver. Zoe Ajane Travis.
Our differences, they do
Ariel Weist.
the tools and gifts we got here, we got a lot at stake.
Steph Taminia.
And in the end, you're still my friend, at least we did intend for us to
Tyler Welch.
burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world.
Casey Marie Valentino.
What I got and what I'm not, and who I am.
Chloe Whitmer.
I won't give up.
Dominique Page Valerio. Selena Williams. Kayla Erin Van Velt. Kylie Rebecca Wirtz. Kaylee Lynn Vitullo. John Whitland. Stevie Kalansky. Jack Allen Wolf. Gracie Ann Wagner. Zachary Washnak. Jeremy Warfield. Emily Lynn Wright. Joseph Thomas Metzger. Juliana Mary Sharrow. Sean Phillips. Katie Salou. Kyle Reed. Carly Teresa Beverly Nicholson.
Let's hear it one more time. I would like to introduce the president of the class of 2021, Juliana Sharrow, who will conclude this evening's commencement.
Will the seniors please stand for the playing of our alma mater? And seniors, please remain standing for the ring and tassel ceremony.
We shall meet no way.
Class of 2021, please follow my lead. Move your tassel from right to left. Rotate your ring one full turn. And finally, toss your hats in the air.
I remember years ago when you were in my class, sitting right beside me, all you had to do was ask. Kinda miss the way it was, we didn't know how much we had to learn. 2 weeks of vacation, thought that it was pretty cool. Stuck inside our rooms, just thinking, now what do we do? Got some headaches from my phone, but that's the only way to socialize.